On this extra thirsty episode of Ride Rehab, we're going to be watching the hunkiest shows at the parks.
Which is perfect, because I'm very thirsty.
You look like you peed yourself.
Welcome to the thirstiest show on the internet. Starting now. It was never thirsty before. It's Ride Rehab Watches.
Hey!
I'm not going to use the one that I used when I was just joking about introducing ourselves because it's too much. I'm a cockroach hiding under Tyler and Thomas's bed at the Coronado Springs Hotel. Tyler.
And I'm a horned fertility god, Tom Kiernan.
I'll go. I'm a swamp witch.
And it's hot, it's wet, it's coming. It's Ben Harris.
Yay!
Are you also delayed your opening like test track? Are you gonna be coming later?
Oh gosh,
guys, this episode is
this episode's gonna be a little sharp.
How do you just have that ready?
I knew I was gonna need it. I knew it. It's here. It's gonna be here all night, and it's gonna get worn out, I suspect.
I have no doubt.
Welcome to Ride Rehab Watches. If it's your first time, this is the show where we watch and riff along to Disney Parks specials and videos. And we are now going to encompass Universal into that because of the shows that we're going to be watching today.
I feel, on the Ride Rehab podcast, now available wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's plug.
we did cover the Universal parks.
We did 2 episodes.
Yes, because we had a lot to say and we had to cut it into 2 episodes. And so I think the Ride Rehab brand has incorporated Universal stuff before, so I think this is just now the show is expanding to include Universal stuff, and also there's a limited amount of park stuff we're going to have anyways, and the Universal stuff, the Universal stuff, because it's less, I don't know, I feel like there's less committee thinking involved. It's more just like what IPs can we get for a limited period of time to throw stuff together for. I can't wait. We should start doing Ride Rehab Watches walkthroughs of the Halloween Horror Nights.
That would be cool. It'd be cool to do, actually.
I think it would be okay to do. I don't think it would be that cool, but I think we'd be able to remark upon the good production
that
value.
One Canadian themed one. There was a Yeti themed.
Oh, that's right.
To take place in, like, the Yukon or something.
It was really fun. I liked that one.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyways, tonight I was like, okay, I just found this Conan the Barbarian stunt show from like the 80s in Universal Studios Hollywood, and I'm like, you know what? If we're gonna watch a buff dude fight a bunch of people in a stunt show, we should watch the other stunt shows that feature buff dudes. So Sinbad closed literally the day we went to Universal because they were starting Horror Nights. This was like August 2017, so it was just ending. But I looked it up later, and I'm like, oh, Sinbad is super hot. So I was like, well, what other shirtless buff dudes are there? Well, there's Tarzan Rocks. I was gonna include Jungle Book Jam or whatever the heck it's called, but that might lead to some uncomfortable things, even though it's like a 30-year-old acrobat playing Mowgli.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We'd rather avoid the controversy.
Yes. So That's what we're watching tonight. That's what all the adult jokes are. But that's what Ride Rehab is. We're all
by the way,
jokes.
if you don't like the homoerotic undertones of Ride Rehab or the strong leaning toward adult content, the overt homoerotic tones, then this is not going to be the episode for you. But I'm sure it's going to be a great episode for us because this is finally something that I think you and I can agree on. We're both equally interested in.
I mean, there's equal amounts of like women in bikinis in these things.
Well, there you go. So at least we'll keep the heteros invested.
So Ben will have some fun.
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm the token straight man here. This is different.
My favorite thing was when Tyler asked me to do this. Like, he just was like, "Do you want to come on? This is the idea." And I was like, "I'm so single. I really want to look at podcast." Drink wine, so yes, I will be here.
Perfect. There we go.
Well, because we talked about for the marathon show doing a thing like Leveled, but we rank all the Disney men.
Yes.
And then you were like, "Yes." You and Fig were both like, "We need to do this," and Tom Corliss was like, "Absolutely not."
Spoil sport.
So when we were doing this, I'm like, "We gotta ask Alicia if she wants to do it."
Here for it. So here for it.
Enough preamble, let's get to the amble.
I figured we should start with something that is from the past, but decent enough quality.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Tarzan Rocks.
Okay.
And then we will watch, I think, Conan, because the quality of this is not the best. And then we'll end with an HD video.
Okay, perfect.
Which is Sinbad. And arguably the most recent, better one? We'll find out.
All right.
That was bad.
We got movie sign.
Yeah.
Just keep circulating the tapes. It's fine.
I'm gonna call him Tarzan.
What?
That's
The show
original.
literally just started.
Wait, no, we're a minute 32 in.
No, it was just somebody coming up and being like, "This is Darren from Ohio. Say hi."
Oh,
Okay. So if people don't know, this is the same theater as Finding Nemo, but it was not enclosed at the time. It was just an open-air theater with a roof.
right.
Which?
Da-da-da-da,
Oh, what is that?
Those are monkeys, or they're meant to be gorillas, but it looks like yes, it looks like they reused the Lion King bodysuits, yeah. They look almost like camo bodysuits. I'm not getting gorilla out of that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I was getting like forest spirit vibes off that.
Are they wearing like bike helmets?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Oh, that's true. I
Heads
guess.
open.
They are doing some mad stunts.
I should put a fair warning. I did have to. So I skimmed through all of these to find the best shots of shirtless men.
Whoa!
And I can confirm that Tarzan does not show up until halfway through this show.
Wow,
Throwback acrobatics. I love Cirque du Soleil. this I think this might literally be Cirque du Soleil stuff.
I didn't know that there was a band in the jungle. That's
Oh, look at that 90s leather jacket.
Yeah, Phil Collins,
But to be fair, I'm sure that was very good for a live performance.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they put effort into the singers' costumes. Like, it really shows.
You mean black?
And black leather trench coats on the ladies. I love that. They look like they're straight out of the craft. They're chanting.
That means only
Sorry,
monkeys.
that guy with the rope, as he was dancing, he reminded me of the dancing guy. This guy. He's just like the guy from Phantom of the Opera.
The guy
with the whip. Yeah.
What does it mean when they're like, only love can enter here?
It means Bill Collins wrote that, thought it sounded cool, and they decided to like keep it in. I think they're meaning like, in someone's home only love can enter here. Except we know that's not true because Tarzan and parents are immediately murdered by a tiger, and then later the gorilla's home is invaded by the same tiger.
What year was this, Tyler?
I will bring up all the details.
Whoa, that upside down guy is shredded.
You have to be.
I guess so. What was the thing we saw at Canada's Wonderland? Was it like the Devil's Cabaret or something like that?
Yeah, during Halloween nights, Halloween Haunt, they had this like, it was like a, I don't even know, it was just like a bar. It was just like a freak bar or something.
Yeah, it was a loosely themed variety show. But it was very scintillating and sexy. Oh, I love these capes they're
Harlow in chat, why does this set look like Donkey Kong? It's the slanted background.
It does kind of look like Donkey Kong, yeah.
It's crooked there. Like it's like you could roll a barrel down that real good.
That's all the acrobats.
Oh yeah. You heard like yeah.
I like how the lead singer guy is doing like weird hand motions.
Oh, so it's not a show, it's a concert? So it opened in 1999 and it closed in 2006. It was replaced by Journey into the Jungle Book.
Grant Morrison.
Wait, these aren't the same guy.
No.
Hang on.
What?
This is a multi-angle one.
Yes.
Sorry, it replaced Journey into the Jungle Book.
And I'm going to assume they just used whichever audio was better.
That's fair. I was just definitely confused for a minute of how this man had magically disappearing and reappearing hair.
Yes.
So right now we like to dedicate this song.
He reminds me of that one guy who did that show about millennials.
There's
Connected in the heart.
What's his name? Joel something?
Our family to yours.
No, maybe I'm
Joel McHale?
That's him.
Community?
Oh, he shaved his head.
Oh, he does kind of. Yeah.
Community? Is that the show you're thinking of?
I meant that other one. The one that was like, oh, aren't millennials embarrassing? I don't remember. I don't think anyone remembers it. I think it was not very good.
He keeps shaving he keeps putting his wig on and off.
It is impressive how quickly he can change his hair.
Wait a second. Is that him playing guitar in the background? Or is that a different dude who's just in like...
I've heard of a one-man band before, but this is ridiculous.
I like to believe the bald guy is the spirit of Phil Collins, trying to break through,
Trying to save the show.
Also, he's wearing a shell necklace. That's how you know it's the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah.
It said him Rash.
Who's Jim Rash? That sounds like a fake name.
It does.
Cool stable
Hey.
It certainly looks very like 90s theater.
Yeah.
Like that. Whoever designed this set saw Rent and was like nothing but steel beams. The scaffolding and steel beams.
Yeah. That sounded cool when she did it. I want to try.
So there's a lot of singing for a show about Tarzan.
Yeah. No!
You know what this reminds me?
What? Alicia, you said, what does this remind you of? And then your mic cut out.
The Beetlejuice from Universal.
Yeah, it does feel like the Beetlejuice review.
Oh, that it's bad.
Yeah.
The end of that, where he's the actual bit in Tarzan with that song is amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Where he's like twisting through the trees and it's half 3D.
That was, I believe, that entire music. They made a music video that was effectively the trailer for it.
Oh, there come the Donkey Kong barrels.
Yep, they're running away from the barrels. Quick.
Where they go? This is like Starlight Express now. Oh wait, it is! It is like, look, they're all on rollerblades.
The skate ramps. A different. I said skateboarding, but it's roller skating.
We didn't think about Starlight Express.
Starlight Express. Yeah, I did. One of the Disney execs just got back from vacation and saw that, and so they were like, yeah.
The guy with the hair is really into it. He's better than the bald one.
Well, we haven't seen much of the bald guy, unfortunately. The real question is whose audio is being used. We assume it's the hair guy. Did I ever tell you that we had a professional Phil Collins impersonator come to the Richmond Hills? I just doxed this, but come to my work. And his name's Martin Levac, and he did a lot of Phil Collins early stuff. And there were people who were like, I saw him come here before, and he looks and acts exactly like Phil Collins.
So he's not just a dude who sings, right? He's a physical impersonator.
Yeah. Whoa! What a stunt!
This is like the Canada's Wonderland stuff. No, this is actually no. That was better. That was better than this. For a short time, Canada's Wonderland.
Now, do you think this was like a rollerblading troupe that Disney hired, or do you think this is just some of the acrobats that they trained to be on rollerblades? Or are these more Cirque du Soleil performers that Disney has had?
I feel like Circus Soleil.
Yeah.
Whoa! He almost landed on that guy's crotch. That would be great.
We saw that in Tokyo. They were all piling on top.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where's Tarzan? Oh god, they took a 3-minute song and made it like 12 minutes.
Yeah, we're still going.
Past that run time. Keep those guests seated so we can reduce the ride for a little while.
Those of you playing bingo can definitely check off one of the exceedingly long musical numbers.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. Well, this was
I'm
worth
gonna
the wait.
go over here.
You got
I'm gonna
this.
go over here. And go back over here.
Can I just say I love the terrible Tarzan wig?
Oh, the wig is always
Yeah.
so bad, but look how jacked that
Yeah,
guy
look at
is.
his chest!
If you look really closely under his loincloth here, you can actually see Tarzan's rocks.
Joke of the night.
Oh, and there's Jane. It's fun.
There you go, Ben.
Yeah. Look, she's.
She couldn't be wearing more clothes.
Do you think? Do you think Jane should be a meet and greet character? Also, that costume looks cheap. Sorry, guys. Oh, because it's gonna come.
No,
off.
it does.
It's gonna get torn off. It's a tear off. It's gotta be a tear off.
What show are you watching, Tom? That it tears off.
Yeah. Well, like, because as she becomes more attuned to Tarzan's wild ways.
Yeah, she's like in like a tank top and.
Yeah, by the end of the see, this looks like it could be a set like a costume change. In fact, she's spending a suspicious amount of time in there.
She might be.
There you go, costume change. A more mobile dress. I like that one better.
Yeah.
Space Regular says, yeah, why are all the women wearing all the clothes?
There's too much ballet going on. They needed to do more modern dance.
Don't worry, some crazy stuff's about to happen. I've also watched.
Oh, they're doing the parachute thing like you did in elementary school.
So, if I recall
See,
correctly,
and now she's wearing a skirt.
Yeah, we're just slowly removing layers of clothing.
so they do a bunch of aerial stuff, and I believe that is there to actually catch somebody in case they fall, because they are not held up with. Oh my! They're not held up with wires. Ooh.
What? You are woman. I am Tarzan.
I am big hands.
You know what they say? Big hands,
Big.
big gloves.
Is that the script? she's got,
Yes.
she's just the stage manager, or she's the stage manager and she has to double. Whoa. That got a little sizzly there.
Remember, folks, this is in a Disney park. We can only get so sizzly.
Yes. Oh, is Tarzan about to do an impressive feat of strength?
You have to go to
Oh, he's
Pleasure
gonna do.
Island later.
Those.
Those are the straps for the 50
how he did
Shades of
that without
Tarzan
bringing
show.
Jane with him, even though the lyrics of the song are "See My World."
That's why he's so thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't go and find some dude who's just like
He's
muscular.
No,
They found somebody who was muscular who can do this.
yes, he is some kind of acrobatic circus performer. Oh no! Now he's gonna take her with him.
Bye.
Look out, Dorothy! It's a twister.
Do you think she's like afraid for her life every time she does that? She just has to swallow it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They've done this like 1,000 times.
Oh yeah,
to
I
make
forgot
sure.
about that. Never mind. You're right. It's not like Spider-Man turned off the dart. Where they,
Here, let me tie you up. where they're still in rehearsals.
yeah.
50 Shades of Tarzan. There you go.
Just falls down. What? Upskirt shot.
Yeah, upskirt shot, darn
She's
straight.
wearing some panties. I don't know about him though.
Oh, showed it.
I want him to be upside down. This is
I've seen that on TikTok where they tie the toilet paper to their fan and stand underneath it.
what?
Is that a new challenge the kids are doing these days?
No, that was the thing. Like you tie a little piece of toilet paper to your ceiling fan, and it would make like a tornado thing, and you'd stand in the center of it.
Oh, that's
Ah. It just look cool.
Jesus.
Throws her.
Yeah, yeet.
I don't know how to tell you, but this is the rest of the show.
That's fine. These are impressive acrobatics. Remember that one Sherlock story with the Chinese acrobat who
Oh, yeah.
it's the same concept. Yes, I think we saw this at Canada's Wonderland, just kind of different.
We didn't see this.
And I'm sure if you've seen any Cirque du Soleil show, you've seen this. Just they're wearing weird costumes and makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
I know we've been looking at his chest the whole time, but look at his thighs.
Oh my god,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
jeez.
Crush my head.
Yeah, that thing down there is 100% of somebody phones. They gotta be like at the ready.
Just in case.
I'll believe that.
When's the rocks part?
Yeah.
I believe it's all this music you've heard.
Yeah, all the Phil Collins music that they like.
Arguably, this is rock.
It's ironic because Clayton does this in the movie. Hangs from the... Never mind.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I don't remember Clayton taking his shirt off. Oh my.
Yeah, her hand is exactly where my face
I
would
don't
be.
remember Clayton taking his clothes off and dancing on the vines to Phil Collins music.
Alright.
There's your rock.
Is that it?
No, there's 12. What? Oh no.
Hey. From a guy with too few clothes to somebody wearing way too much.
So the real question is the person in that costume actually trying to do the voice, or did they get... Who did the voice of this?
Rosie O'Donnell?
Oh.
Yeah, in the original.
Sorry, the furry is currently wearing like a Britney Spears mic
Yep.
Yeah.
to make it look like... Oh god, I hate this song so much. It's not a song!
Also, that costume
this
does
scat.
not look like a gorilla. That just looks like they took like one of the Winnie the Pooh costumes and stitched a layer of fur on the outside of it. What they should have is like halfway up the arm, they should have like fake hands that make it look like big gorilla arms. Because that's how the gorillas look, with the big shoulders and forearms. There is Phil Collins. Could you imagine you come to see this show, you're just there to like sit for a little while and sip at some cold water, and then real Phil Collins comes out and performs?
Yo.
Maybe the bald guy is the Phil Collins impersonator that came to my theater.
We went to Paramount King's Dominion one summer, and the day that we were there, Emily Osment was performing.
Cool.
From Hannah Montana / R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour. I don't know what else she's in. She's Haley Drosman's sister. That's the other thing. Somebody help me out. What else has Emily Osment done of note other than Hannah Montana?
She's wearing a scarf in Florida. Well, I guess it could be fall. I know fall in Florida, or winter in Florida gets to be like fall in Canada.
Yes.
I know in one of the other shots, in one of the recordings we're seeing, there were people wearing Santa Mickey hats. So this is in a vaguely cold time period. This song slaps.
She's on her way to an episode of Buffy after this, by the way. She looks like she's dressed like a lead villain from Buffy or something like that, or one of the extra Slayers that comes along.
The maid.
God. All right.
Oh no! Audience participation. Quick, Tom, let's go.
Yeah.
I say that, but if we were there,
They're-
I'd be like,
they're-
yeah!
They're really padding the runtime. Also, this costume he's wearing is clearly just like an old Cirque du Soleil costume that they had lying around and were like, it looks naturey, let's put it in this show.
Yeah.
I do like his little like swim cap though.
I hate this. I hate this now.
You gotta.
This is...
See, but the thing is, what you do is you do audience participation. Oh, that guy carefully going down because he's in rollerblades.
All of you
Yeah.
on this side of the ramp and everyone up there in the middle.
No, you do audience participation at the beginning of the show, so that way you get everyone like
riled up
for
in
the
the middle.
show.
Right.
You're like, hey, remember the
And then
audience
and then you scatter it. You spring. It's like salt. You only want to use a little bit of it to just add a little bit of flavoring to your concert show. But you don't have
taste.
Yeah. You don't have it as an extended sequence.
Yeah.
Hey, hey there, kids! Let me tell you about drugs. Don't smoke weed. Like it sounds like a
Now let me hear the
Does,
story
doesn't
how
it?
my life got turned upside down. I don't know.
Pikachu Doug Trio. Like
The neck.
Oh man.
The neck flap is particularly egregious. Where's Tarzan?
he's back. They're cleaning him up backstage.
They're oiling him up. Do you think this was Phil Collins' favorite song? And they were like, "This song isn't good. Let's not have it in the musical." And Phil Collins was like, "Absolutely not. If you cut that song from your live concert production at the parks, I'm walking." They're like, "Well, we can't say no to Phil Collins."
I swear, if Phil Collins likes this song, I don't understand how he could like make good
Oh yeah,
music.
the guy who just walked by the camera was in a toque and a windbreaker, so it is probably a colder season in Florida.
Was that a dolphin noise
that a
in the
dolphin?
background? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Wait, was Turk making that noise?
Back.
I want that incredible dance back. Put your hands together for them now. Let's hear it. Of course, it's too low. The talented ladies.
Oh, is this? Oh, it's done.
Over?
They're doing bows.
Why did we hype everyone up before the end?
I guess you know what? It's for the performers because like all of these live concert shows, everyone looks so bored and tired. So it's probably like okay, well, we at least want the performers to feel good and so have a big like round of applause at the end of the show. Or maybe it was just poorly planned. I don't know. I probably am overanalyzing this. What?
Random motivational message to make you feel happy.
Yes.
Believe in yourself. You'll be right where you belong. Wait, is that genuinely all we saw of Tarzan?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. I will say the twisting vines make me think of like I don't know, an ancient cyclopean city.
And how this show has to
You cut out, Alicia.
for how long?
Nope.
It's like 20 minutes. Well, the video's 32. We skipped the first like minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
Right now it's 27, so probably like 20, 25 minutes.
Do you think maybe there's an encore? I mean, not like a fake encore where the band goes off and it's like, all right, one more. Just like.
Nope. I miss Tarzan. Can we rewind?
He has to come out for bows, right?
Yeah.
Or is he late for his shift at the Kilimanjaro Safari or something?
Oh my gosh.
He's like, oh god, I double booked myself. I gotta get out of here.
This is a long song. Oh my god.
And this dancing does not match the music.
I'm glad we started
Again,
off.
it's all very
Here we
like
go up.
it looks like very classical ballet style dancing as opposed to like a contemporary like stop dance. I guess Oh, there he is. But Jane's got him all covered up. There we go.
Move.
Oh, the wigs are bad, though.
The wigs are so...
That's why they're not on stage for very long.
But not wigs. They're great.
Our wigs are the best!
Yes. Our wigs are fantastic.
Yes.
If only they had our wigs.
Yeah.
I guess we're done. Should we return back? Oh no, we gotta hear this encore.
Well, you have to hear the song with the word "one family" in it. Because family, guys. Family.
Alright.
Disney family, Magic family, Disney family.
More family, more together, more Disney.
That's right.
More loincloths.
Less loincloth.
Or less. Yeah, there you go.
I think they play for
Guitar solo!
So, that man is a man of color. He was not the bald man from the previous one. I feel for him. And that dude's just happy. The other dude's just happy to be here.
Oh, hey, Muse came to play that.
It is the band getting there.
Babaloo!
You're where you're supposed to hit the bongos drums with your hands, right?
Well, we know why the show ends in another 3 minutes.
But you see people already leaving.
I'm like,
Yeah, every time they cut back, there's a.
Oh yeah, it's like a Phantasmic when once you hear it go ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, that's when you leave.
Yeah.
Right before it
The rush.
ends. Yeah.
I love how he's like getting up and personal with the people in the audience, like, yeah, I play the guitar, isn't it cool?
Oh, that was like a.
No, there are kids who will be like,
Oh yeah.
oh my god, I want to go touch the guitar again. I want to go touch the band.
Oh, kids want to touch everything. That's the problem.
But I was going to say, kids love music, and so it's very easy to trick them with music. And,
Yeah.
So they'll think it's cool.
Oh,
They're like, wow.
They died.
It's
The
over!
end.
Okay.
Well, that was unexpected.
bad. That wasn't good.
Yeah.
It stinks.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Alicia on this one.
Oh, I thought you were like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, I'm done. That's that.
Yeah. Bye.
Well, that had very little Tarzan in it, and
Yeah,
it certainly did.
disappointed.
It certainly did not rock as hard as it could have. I certainly saw many members of Cirque du Soleil who were earning their paycheck, but
Yes.
other than that, I was not thoroughly impressed with that. But you know what? That was a tolerable show to sit through. Listen, when we come to this show and we sit down to watch something from the parks, my expectations are always at Magic Journeys. so generally speaking, we can only go up from there.
I mean, you can't say that Magic Journeys wasn't entertaining, though.
No, well, as I've frequently stated, I have a particular affinity for Magic Journeys because, like I said, it feels like an LSD trip. Like,
Yes.
it feels like they were like, transcendental stuff is now all the all the rage.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to make a show that's like a transcendental experience or something like that. I don't know.
Here's
But,
my thing though. It's called Tarzan Rocks, but Tarzan was in it for like what, 3 minutes?
Yeah,
Tarzan
if that.
rocks for a couple minutes.
That's what it's called. We should have written the show. I mean, we would have made some changes to Tarzan's.
Here's what you do. You do the Frozen thing, and you have someone come out and just reiterate the plot a bit.
Oh.
And then you have
Yes.
the musical sequences convey the plot artistically. You could have one of the songs. You could have a fake young Tarzan, which is just like maybe a twinkier actor in a shorter wig, and then older Tarzan is just the big huge ripped actor in the long wig, and then you have the Son of a Man song play, and you have him transition between the two, and you could probably even get the tiger fight in there if you wanted to, because that's an actual fun, exciting
There's this
part.
Tarzan. There's a proper Tarzan stage. Oh yeah, there's the musical.
There's one in Paris, isn't there?
Yes. I think I went to look up that one, and then I was like, no. I said no for some reason. What a mistake that was, because this one was
hotter.
What was that?
Their Tarzan might have been hotter. I don't know. Our Frenchmen do it for me, so.
There you go. All right, so what do we got next on the docket, Mr. Man?
Okay, well, the next one might also be disappointing.
I think the bar has been set pretty low.
Let me just look up the details of the next thing first. I didn't bring them up ahead of time.
So now you're going to do it on camera and bring the show to a screeching halt.
Yeah. Well, whatever Ben thought.
Oh yeah, Ben, your opinion on the show, other than it stinks.
Yeah, I think that the band did a very good job. I think the acrobatics did a very good job, and I think maybe some of the choreography could use more work, but I think it was executed well. I think technically the show was perfectly fine. I think that artistically there was no vision. I think that there was no real goal with this. It just kind of fell apart because there was no through line for the whole thing. There was no reason for why I was here. There was nothing that made me want to stay. I could have come in at any point in time and left at any point in time and gotten as much enjoyment out of it as if I had watched the whole thing front to back.
It does feel like they were just trying to hey, by the way, you can buy the Tarzan album at the gift store right next to the theater or whatever. Unlike Finding Nemo, which same theater, but actually, I guess Finding Nemo didn't have music in it.
Yes,
that's
a musical.
That's a completely different can of worms. Shall we jump into the Conan?
Yes, The Adventures of Conan, a Sword and Sorcery Spectacular. Boy, that's a keyword salad of a title. Was an attraction at Universal Studios Hollywood that ran from 1983 to 1993. It was a 20-minute live-action stage show that took place in an indoor theater and is loosely based on the film Conan the Barbarian. It was then replaced by Beetlejuice's Rock and Roll Graveyard Revue after 1993. So, yeah.
It never made its way to Florida then, I'm guessing?
No, as far as I know, it was only at Studios Hollywood.
I'll be honest with you. I think it probably came right around the time when things like Conan, that are like sword and sorcery fantasy, started sort of drifting away from the public consciousness, or had slowly started to ebb away from the cultural zeitgeist. I know the 80s was full of that stuff, but I think probably by the time the show got around, and I feel like half of the joy of sword and sorcery stuff is like the pure fantastical elements to it, things you can't really do with a stage show. But we'll find out.
Buff dudes and boobs.
That's the also other appeal. It's very much a power fantasy. But let's hop into it. We got movie sign.
Yay!
Did it go?
Both did it that time.
Okay, so the version we're watching was edited by this person. They basically cut together like all the B-roll footage and the promotional footage and then tons of video footage to make like a multi-angle version similar to the one that we watched previously.
And they picked Lord of the Rings font just
most fantastic.
Oh, you know what? I already love this.
Dragon Slayer and Conan the Barbarian.
This looks like it's nothing but
whoa! Motion picture magic
all right,
comes
I'm in.
to life before your eyes. Now, Universal Pictures invites you to journey back to an age of wizards and warriors, of Dungeons and Dragons, the age of swords.
That's copyrighted. You can't say that.
Copyright TSR.
Oh, yeah, that's a giant wall of water.
Yeah, cool. Just like that one Atlantis thing we saw. God, yeah,
I like Niv Mizzet hiding out in the top right corner there.
The what?
The dragon in the top right corner looked like a character from Magic the Gathering. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I am also a nerd of many different flavors.
Oh, da 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 da!
Do all stunt shows have to start this way? I swear it's in their contract or something. Like, okay, but I can do the rope bit, right? Fine.
I love the crouch look around, where they crouch down and they look around to see if anything's gonna happen.
Yeah.
As opposed to just standing up and looking around.
Meet Sonya! Red Sonya, we did it! There's
Red Sonya?
She's a Conan character.
I didn't realize that. I knew she was a comic character, but I didn't realize she was from Conan. But the real question
You can tell this is a Universal production because he has a cape. If this was Disney, there'd be no capes.
That was an incredible show.
Like,
I guess Red Sonja just decided not to come down. I guess they also can't show Red Sonja because Red Sonja literally wears a chainmail bikini.
Yes.
Oh.
All of you at home, I want you to Google Red Sonja right now, and you'll see why she doesn't appear in the show. Also, it was the 80s, red, and still a little too early after the Berlin Wall. That's a stupid joke. Please ignore that.
Oh, an old man.
A snake wizard. Who?
You have what?
He has tinnitus.
Thank you.
What is it you seek, boy? Now, don't tell me.
Boy.
His name is Callius.
It's ironic that all these snakes are standing on him, because that's what I'm about to be doing.
What's your name, boy? I thought you knew everything. I'm not very good with names. I'm Conan.
Okay.
This has a joke? What?
It was a decent joke, too.
I knew that. There's your friend on the side, young Conan. But it's far too dangerous to fall into the hands of a mere boy such as you. You weren't thinking of stealing it, were you?
Was Conan a young twink before he became Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I believe so. I believe he starts. I believe most fantasy stories start off with the hero, and it's like the hero was a young twink, and then through hard training and pure manliness, he became shredded and ripped, and got laid all the time, and he definitely banged my high school girlfriend or that high school. Whatever, never mind.
Yeah.
I was making a joke about how it's Power Rangers, but yeah, sorry. The stage looks kind of like a headband. That's like a Medusa headband, like that center circular archway. The whatever that shiny thing in the middle is. It looks like it's attached to the snakes, like a. Yeah.
Oh yes, I defeated Tarzan Rocks. Yes. If it only with great sacrifice.
Okay, this show is starting to lose me with all of its embarrassing wizard comedy.
When it was over, the sword of crown was embedded in that crystal
Wizard
stone,
comedy.
But Mordor imprisoned in that
Mordor? No, that's a different franchise.
Oh, yes.
We can't stop kidding. Oh my gosh.
can Legolas be in this, please?
Wasn't there a Lord of the Rings musical on stage?
There was. It came to Toronto. Apparently, it was terrible.
That's what I forgot.
Apparently, they blew millions of dollars on it, building a huge Shire set that rotated and working and everything, and it was terrible. But that's because high fantasy does not work as a musical, particularly Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings barely works outside of a book. I did recently just watch the Ralph Bakshi animated Lord of the Rings, which is quite an impressive film, seeing as he made it on a budget of $10 or something like that. And Legolas is a twink in that one. More so than in the other one.
Do you want me to sum up what's been happening so far?
No, I think I get it. Conan broke into this cave to steal gold, and then the wizard started harassing him.
I did it.
And the wizard just did it.
There's a bad guy in the dragon.
What is it?
And
The dragon trouble?
don't touch the dragon.
It's a long time since I've had any chocolate.
Alicia, you cut your whole dialogue cut out there.
Yeah, Zoom is not being very nice tonight.
Nah, it's really not.
Where are we going? Finish this place and fly. Fly? Fly amongst our stars.
Fly, my pretties, fly!
Fly.
Fly, my hawkmen!
Perhaps we'll walk.
What?
Conan, avoid that, buddy. Oh,
Let's be fair. After the 2 minutes of good stunts in Indy, the rest of it is just
Oh,
bad comedy.
oh,
in front of
yes.
the audience.
Yeah.
that's your way, boys. Straight ahead.
I remember we started watching. Are you?
What's with the?
Oh, is that going to be Conan? But now he's Rip. Oh no, it's Red Sonja. Oh wow, she showed up.
Look, Ben, it's for you.
Every now and then I am blessed.
She slid into your DMs. And you were
Did
like,
you-
she can't show up on the show.
I feel like all of. Yep. Do you notice how suddenly camera flashes are going off?
Yeah, there you go.
All those pervy.
Oh, I'll
dads.
save that one for later.
They're back in the days before the internet. Actually, when did you say the show came around?
1987 and 1983.
So
That'll be a first.
I'm your angel.
oh, is she gonna?
What?
The world of men. Oh no.
Oh, the men.
The evil snake god or whatever can possess her because she's a woman. Listen, that's just what they wrote in the books. Sexism was definitely rampant. Oh, that was probably that effect right there is probably the line. Oh.
It's the Horned King, everybody run!
That would be sweet. That'd be cool as hell. I would love to see the Horned King. Could you imagine if the Horned King showed up at a Disney stage show and made all the kids shit themselves?
Oh my god.
I would I picture like maybe a stage like this, and at the top is the throne with the Horned King, and all you can see is like the vaguest outline of a robed figure and a pair of glowing red eyes.
Dead.
I'll see you in hell first.
Whoa!
Conan, find a sword. Defend yourself.
Red Sonja's
Use
fine
the
now,
arrows
by
to
the way.
control Dirk the Daring.
That was a good throw, though.
Yeah. How
Oh, it's gonna attack
Yeah. Oh, is he gonna? Oh, the sword is magic.
Oh, now we get to be buff.
He not through hard work and training, through a magic sword. Never mind. Sorry, guys. Holy.
Wowee!
Alicia's like cheering.
Yeah.
We're not on camera, but she has like her arms up in the air like, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh no,
Mr.
he's a
Freeze!
wrestler. Oh.
will not save you now. I have the dragon's eye, and there's no power on earth that can stand.
Dual barrel
He did,
Oh,
but-
well, there it is.
I'm going to be honest with you, Tyler. Half the dialogue not even half. 80% of the dialogue is completely incomprehensible. Please look out, he's a Ninja Turtle. Just showing less of it. Come on, Red Sonja. Whoa!
Yeah, just because the sword made you buff doesn't mean it told you how to fight.
I bet this was real. Impressive line.
Conan!
To victory!
Yeah, Conan. Oh, I want to see the Ninja Star Trek.
Hey, that costume is super sweet, though.
The Star Trek maneuver is left hook, right hook, punch to the gut, and then when they're bent over, you hit them over, you hit them on the back, and then flip them over. Yeah, they did it! Oh, you just brought them back to life. Whoa! Oh, here, Red Sonja tricked the staff guy into stabbing his own teammate.
I mean, that's
Oh no,
that's
never mind.
just
She just
typical,
like
isn't it?
when are they gonna figure out how to do blood spray effects in something other than Evil Dead the musical and Sweeney Todd?
Conan! We can't kill him! We've got to escape!
Escape.
Conan, we have to escape. No, we're gonna fight. Men, am I right, fellas?
Oh, that's an axe. Okay. I thought the guy who was wielding an axe there, Conan, like just grabbed the staff of it and then threw the guy. Wow!
Well. Looks like you've been defeated.
I thought Conan just grabbed his sword with his bare hands. It's like yoink.
There we go.
Ah, the axe guy accidentally killed his own teammate.
Yeet!
Yeah, see
The
ya.
axe guy's pretty hot too.
Holy sh-
They're all pretty bad.
They're both disarmed. Oh, never mind.
Oh! Almost
grab
yeet.
him.
Well, it seems to work when I turn the volume down. So I'll just do that.
Timmy fell down the well again.
Come on, Conan, disarm him and fight him with your bare hands. Wrestle him. Get him on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, really,
Sit on top
really,
of him and
yeah,
put
yeah.
your hands on his wrists.
Yeah,
Sit on my face and tell me that.
We don't know where that pick goes. Maybe it's
Now
just-
I'm coming down to make sure I can also be punched into the well. Ah, poor Sonya got all bondaged.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, oh, then
Whoa! He's the fan of the opera. Did you?
Yeah, as the dragon was like, come to me, I was like, I am your angel.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. I saw the explosion.
Oh yeah. Well, he's also in his black cape.
He's got the Victorian cape. Yeah.
oh no, Conan's
Conan
gonna-
going in the well?
Yeet!
No! Man, remember that time Conan died?
Yeah.
Oh, he's back to life.
Wait, did he just climb out?
He climbed out, yes.
But
Using
what?
What a
How?
manly muscles, man.
Conan, yeah.
He landed on the pile of dead enemies that was already down there. They
Oh, it
cushioned
was
the
like-
blow, and then he just climbed
Oh,
back
yeah,
up.
He was so high.
Yeah,
the pile,
yeah.
He just,
Good point, yeah,
he just
yeah.
stood up.
Oh, is he gonna take over Red Sonja's mind, and then she and Conan are gonna fight? And
You
it's gonna
should
be
keep-
the duel to end all duels, but Conan's still gonna win.
I was thinking they should keep the chains for later.
He's like, now it's your turn.
Oh, or is Red Sonja gonna kick his ass?
Almost pushed him off a cliff there. Oh! Whoa!
Does he meant to have like a bare, hairy chest?
I don't.
Are you
Yee!
telling me they couldn't have done a head chop off effect there?
Whoa! Oh, he burst into
Whoa!
flames.
Yay!
You're not recording the audio of the audience.
Off clap.
And a solid hole-in-one for Conan here on the 18th hole.
Yes, Conan is really dead, just like Mickey in Splashtacular. Now you will deal with the powers of my imagination! Woo, no!
Why did he leave her? Get the girl. Do your thing.
Scary voiceover? What do you mean, why did he leave her?
Not
They're both right there.
Well, he was like going off stage. Right?
Oh, they just went down the separate
Oh,
staircase.
your princess behind.
Oh no! It's Murphy!
Hey!
We should just have Phantasm music all over this part of it.
That looks better than the dragon.
I like how it looks. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like
For those of you playing the advanced version of Bingo, this checks off the Scaly square.
I shoot lasers from his eyes, even though that was promotional footage. They probably overlaid the laser beams coming out of the eyes.
probably, yeah.
It's pretty good though.
Okay, the pattern is left, middle, right. So just attack.
You distracted! I'll fill up its tanks!
Actual beams came out of the eyes. There you go. The smoke caught it.
Oh.
Yo!
Oh!
Hey, careful. That's how Maleficent died.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Whoa! This show got awesome.
Nice!
That's...
+5 to AC.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh, is he gonna split it all?
Stabby.
Oh my god, they're so close to that fire.
Yeah. Well, it's not like they're wearing any clothes that could catch fire.
It's okay. See you in Jurassic Park.
So Conan's pretty oily, so he's pretty...
Oh yeah.
If I get hit
Oh, that's
by
not oil, that's just asbestos in liquid form. It's fine.
a water-based lubricant.
Oh, good, you solved the problem without me. Did you throw my brother down the well?
I swear, this guy reminds me of Shazam.
Oh, the wizard Shazam, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of the old guy that used to be the host of the Poseidon show
Oh, yeah.
before it became a pretty young adventurer.
You get my sword and my axe.
And my pit.
My loincloth.
I have the
My
power!
toddies.
There's certainly a different pit that I'm interested in. That should be your joke.
I want Conan to push me down a different kind of hole. We're gonna all get fired for this episode.
Oh man.
Oh, that's it.
I like that
I'd
one.
like to see Conan's sword, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There we go. That was the obvious one I should have gotten at the beginning. And
I'd love to be thrown down Sonia's pit, if you know what I mean.
There you go.
That's not one. Alright, let's go back. Well, okay, yeah, sorry about the audio issues, folks. Everyone keeps saying that we get quiet and then Alicia, nobody can hear her. It's just, it was because the audio for the show was way too loud, and so it was assuming that you wanted to hear only that and nobody else.
Yes.
So we'll just make sure the next thing is the volume's turned down super low.
Equalize.
But yeah,
That was
better. That was much better.
It had a plot.
It had a plot. Conan was there for more than 5 minutes. There was plenty of delicious man chest all around.
oh my god, there were so many men all fighting each other.
But
That was a lot of skin.
Oh,
So-
go ahead.
we're doing like a deathmatch, right? So like, are we ranking?
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is sort of like a Disney deathmatch kind of thing, but for hot men. Oh,
Deathmatch.
there it is. I put it in the title of the show, and then we never talked about it.
Well, we don't have all
I
the
kept waiting for it to be
contenders
cute, and I'm sitting here like, I've got it. I don't know what to do.
Ben and I went through so much work to get that graphic.
yet.
We're using it now. Every time somebody says Disney deathmatch, we'll just play it.
So I have a question because I haven't done a deathmatch yet, actually. So like, do we? Oh, do we wait until the end and like, are we ranking the shows or are we ranking the men? So like, 'cause, like
Well, yes.
we can rank the shows by the men, and then we can also rank the shows based on their
heard.
individual entertainment value.
And
yes.
then we'll be like, we weren't paying attention to the show.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I was on the edge of my seat.
I had comments about this Conan versus Tarzan, but I didn't know when I should be making.
Well, we'll talk about the show that we just watched, and then we'll sort of round them all up at the end, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there's no structure to this. You haven't been on a Ride Rehab thing before.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, you have.
We kind of make it up as we go along.
What do we think about this one? There was once again, it's like you're halfway through and the hot guy didn't show up yet.
That's fine. Well, I'm sure live the Twinkie Conan the Barbarian would have been pretty hot. Like,
sure,
he's probably a moderately attractive man.
The same dude just wearing an outfit though.
No, I think the second Conan is a second stunt performer because I think he was not only significantly taller but also significantly thicker.
It's like the Prestige, how like the real Hugh Jackman is under the stage while the one above gets all the applause. Does anyone get that joke? No.
It's not a good joke.
You lost me.
I got that.
So let me just tell you the plot of the Prestige. Two magicians hate each other for no reason, and everyone dies.
Yeah.
And
That's actually the movie.
And Christian Bale is the biggest asshole ever. But now, moving on to the Prestige. No. God, take that, Hollywood elite. This show had everything. It had stunts. It had swords. It had animatronic dragons. It had wizards.
Yeah.
It had Red Sonja.
Ropes.
It had ropes. It had all
chains.
Chains. All the different kinds of weapons you could have.
I can confirm.
Giant dragon gods.
I can confirm that Sinbad is full of ropes.
I mean, ropes are good.
Well, it takes place on a ship. I would assume so.
I liked this though. Like I thought, like I'm agreeing with you. You know, like it had a story to it. We're not trapped in the jungle with some people singing at us.
Yeah.
Like I'm down for a plot.
Even the embarrassing comedy wasn't that painful. Like,
yeah, a lot of it was
mostly because I couldn't understand what they were saying based on the quality of the audio. However, it didn't outstay its welcome. The comedy. And they as soon as it got serious and the evil dark wizard showed up, they dropped it.
Yeah, it was all action.
Yeah.
But also, what was I going to say? It was also a tighter show. It was only it was only 20 minutes instead of 27 or 25, I think. So they weren't wasting their time on music that was just, it was a rock and roll show.
Yeah, they were.
This is a stunt show. I don't think we can compare the two in this fashion that they are stunt shows.
No,
because
but we can compare them on entertainment value, and in that regard, I think Conan wins a head and shoulders over.
It's also not like indie, where indie is like 40 minutes long and most of it is okay, and where are you from? Ooh, like it went and then it
kept going.
Yeah, it's like Krampus. Like there's very few moments of rest. It's like once it starts going, it goes.
It knew how to pace itself.
Yes, pacing.
Say that the pacing was really good, and also there's a little something for everything. Hot guy, you got to look at a pretty lady.
There you go.
I don't know what you're talking about. That dragon was great. That was the best.
Yeah, that dragon did look great.
Donkey, I'm making a universal joke right now because Donkey from Shrek like dragons and.
Oh, in the hit film Shrek, Donkey. I almost broke our no swearing rule.
Yeah. There's enough sound problems today. I'm sure it would have gotten cut out automatically.
No one would have heard.
All right. So normally on Ride Rehab we have, an hour-long thing followed by a 2-hour-long thing followed by an hour 45 long thing. Yeah. But this one has been, pretty decent so far.
So like 20, 25 minutes. He's doing magic there.
Math.
I think you just did. Does this show normally go for 4.5 hours?
It feels like it sometimes.
We watched anything that's been 2 hours.
No, but like there have been times where Danny Kaye has been singing for 10 minutes. And
Okay.
we're like, okay, well, this feels like it's been the rest of my life.
2020 was a decade. Danny Kaye specials are 4 hours long. Never mind.
2020 was a decade.
I wish I could say we're done with Danny Kaye, but we're not.
No, I'm
no.
okay. Honestly, I'm always happy when Danny Kaye shows up because at least we're guaranteed some
next thing we're gonna
embarrassing
watch, I
entertainment. Oh, a cat.
Yeah, Lenny wanted.
Oh, I thought you were looking at like the thing behind us, like in the camera.
No, could you imagine? Hey, like, if a cat walked behind us, I'd be like, where did that come?
You know what's
That's
also,
not our cat.
You know what else is crazy? Just the shape of the green eyeball. I know that's the Toothless plush from Build-A-Bear.
It is the toothless one.
Right there.
Oh yeah, it does just look like some eyes sticking out. Okay.
Yes. Do we want to take a commercial break because it's been an hour and we'll come back and watch the third and final thing?
Yeah, why not? Let's. I'm okay with the commercial break.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick 2-minute commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna be watching Sinbad, whatever the heck it's called. I don't know.
Sinbad Voyage of the Chest.
So yeah, enjoy these holiday bring more sparklers. No, I have a different stupid bit planned. Anyways, we're gonna head out. We're gonna take a 2-minute commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna continue with more. So see you soon. Normally we're able to hear all our audio as it goes to commercial and stuff, but because I plugged in my microphone, my computer's like, what? I don't know where to output the audio, and I'm like, just do it to where the thing I did it is. They're like, no, you have to change it every time. Anyways, welcome back to Ride Rehab Watches. Tom, I got you a holiday present last time from the dollar store.
Oh, did you?
And then we never opened it, but I got you some Pokemon trading cards.
Some Pokemon trading cards. I don't see how this is related to our hunky...
It's not. I just had them from last episode.
Oh, I see. So we're picking up the bit where we left off.
Yes. I figured since there are 4 cards, it represents
welcome,
all 4
welcome
of us.
welcome
Each
to,
card is a different... It's like you can read our tarot. So
welcome... the Pokemon
I
tarot?
like this idea.
Yeah. So which one's Alicia?
Okay, so... Alicia, would you like to be the first card?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to be a Pokemon.
Let's see. The first card is Grubbin.
Oh.
Congratulations.
She's like, oh.
I was hoping for like a Squirtle.
All right. Well, if from Alicia, what we'll do is from our perspective on the camera, we'll go, which is presumably the same as the audience.
Yeah,
we'll go clockwise. So next up is myself. Golett.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know who any of these Pokemon are.
You gotta do the YouTuber thing, like putting your hand behind it.
Oh, that's right.
Does that even... No.
All right. Your turn, Mr. Man. Rockruff.
I don't like dogs. Next.
You.
And Ben, the final Pokemon, you are Shelmet.
Who are these people?
I don't. We're so out of touch. Well, Tyler, did that bit go as exactly as you wanted to?
Yeah, we gotta laugh
Which of these Pokemon do you think is the hottest? No,
they're like. I'm sorry.
Well, one of them is literally
this one,
the most humanoid-looking one.
Yeah,
he's thick.
Other than that, because otherwise we have a sad puppy,
a muscle,
a muscle. And then just like
a grub,
a parasite.
It's a grub with pincers.
Wang. No, it says nah, but I read it backwards.
Well, that bit went exactly as well as I expected it to.
Oh, it was that one. The sparklers were worth $1.50. This was not. Anyway,
you gotta stop going to the dollar store.
I encourage you to go into the dollar store. Actually,
I want to be like I want this to be like my Alex Horn type bit where like I do something
and it falls completely flat.
It falls flat. You call me an idiot, and then we keep going. That's
okay. You're an idiot. Let's keep going.
I was so prepared for this because like I was expecting that like you would put like certain cards in there, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a cute bit.
You're giving him way too much credit.
I did. I definitely did.
I think it would have been more interesting if you had managed to somehow find those. I don't know if they have Video 99 in the States, but the local Video 99 and back in the day Dollarama, they used to sell bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
They're speaking.
That's what
Ian right now.
What is Video 99? Even I don't know what
Video. It was a very small chain. They were or maybe it was only one store. I don't know. The point is that I think I've seen multiple Video 99s, but it was a local movie rental store, and they had bootleg Pokemon or bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards for sale, and they were always the rarest cards at the time. You wanted the Egyptian gods, you went and you bought a bootleg pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Uncle Tom, tell me that story again.
I'm so sorry. I just found it funny. You're like, do you guys have Video 99 in the U.S.? And they're like, no. And you're like, okay, well, it may have just been a local thing. Actually, it may have just been one store.
I don't know. I thought I saw one in Toronto at one point, but
someone's saying we need to stretch this show, which is what we're doing now.
No.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna watch the 8th Voyage of Sinbad, which is
so.
I have a complaint about this show. I just need to get it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I never actually have seen it, but I have heard it many, many, many times.
Uh-oh.
For reference, for people who don't know, like I said this on a couple of other shows before, but I went to school on the back lot of Universal. So our school, we were in a soundstage. We were literally across the street from Sinbad. So every day we would hear Sinbad.
Oh, no.
Like, you just get it into your head, and you would always the first 5 minutes. So like I go into this with not positive feelings. But this will be the first time that I've seen it, though I've heard it many times.
Okay. There you go.
Which means we can mute it, and then that way we can all hear our audio. But also nobody talk over each other when we do this.
I think this was probably the first time on Ride Rehab we've had a guest with a personal attachment or backstory connected to the thing we're watching, other than just I was nostalgic about this.
Danny Kaye's my dad. Okay, let's.
All right, we got movie sign.
That set. No.
Oh, look at those movie maker graphics. In the pre-Apis font.
What's up with the deflated beach ball on the far left here?
Papyrus.
Oh.
So this is also a show I've skimmed. I believe that they are like pots.
Oh my god, this is bringing back so many memories.
All right, there have been numerous adaptations of the Voyages of Sinbad. Which ones have people seen? There was obviously that one that DreamWorks did after Eldorado.
The death of pirate cinema, as I've been told.
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, you mean like pirate movies?
Yeah.
Yes, that was I think that's actually like a pretty good movie. But then there was another one that was completely 3D, and I don't know how many people saw this one, but it was a fully 3D one, and it looks terrible.
Sounds right.
I have a question. Is the camera slightly tilting back and forth like we're on a ship?
Yes.
I was like, am I getting sick?
I'm going to guess it's not meant to be tilting. I'm going to assume that's just someone doing his best to hold the camera steady. Yeah.
It's an elf?
Yeah.
No.
It's Andre the Giant. Look out. He's not even that much bigger than you.
Parkour.
I like that he can go, hold on.
They didn't even give him, like, a mask to make him scary? Oh.
Hang on, I have to switch my harnessing gear.
From the...
I have to switch to the other one.
Oh.
I just want to say, in the other shows, the other guys had their shirts off, and it wasn't meant to be overtly sexual. There is a moment in this show where it proves that they did it to make Sinbad overtly sexual. Just give it a few minutes.
I do like this though. It's giving you just a hint of
bro power.
Yeah, they're just bros. They're totally not in love.
No.
Two bros chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart, because they're not gay.
This is also, I looked at like 12 different versions of this show to find not only which one had the best close-ups, but which one had the hottest Sinbad. So there was a really hot Asian guy in the other one, and I'm like, okay, well that should have been the one we watched, but it also didn't have a lot of close-ups. I wanted it to not be just a white dude. I wanted to go for somebody who actually would have suited the theme of Sinbad, maybe, but anyways.
We try. One day what we'll have is we'll have the Battle of the Sinbads.
We'll watch the different
or we can just get screenshots of the different Sinbads.
Whoa! Oh, he died.
Bye! Thank you, Arlo.
They stole that prop from Disney and just knocked the handle off.
He was in a...
Don't stick your head in the laundry basket.
I think he went.
Why did you scream like that?
A paranormal activity ghost yanked me out of the room. See that face?
I'm really digging Conan's costume here, to be honest with you. Like, I actually really like it. Sinbad, sorry.
You're still in the prep passage.
There are so many of these things.
I don't know what it is. It just screams adventurous hero.
Right.
The sleevelessness and the fact that it also is kind of like a cool trench coat as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like I could see my D&D character wearing this.
Yeah, there you go.
If you drop the cup.
Unfortunate souls.
I just want to point out that was a joke. No one laughed.
Oh, sorry. I was
Yep.
trying to bait.
No. Not the joke I made. The joke they made just now on stage.
This is why we hated it.
Oh my god.
This is why.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I love Portal.
We started off so well.
He's gonna come out the other end, right?
No, that would be too impressive.
If he fell in that one and an identical person came out the other one,
That would have been sweet.
That would have been
sick.
Oh.
Whoa!
There you go, Ben.
It's I Dream of
That
Jeannie.
was...
It's a genie.
That looks like a drag queen.
I think she appeared in a simulation of pants.
She also...
Like, that was...
She also bought her princess costume from Spirit Halloween.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, they had to save budget for the pyrotechnics.
True.
Brazaria?
Braziria. The Wizard of Braz.
Arlo says the guy in the gold is hella hot.
Yeah, that's Sinbad.
Yeah.
This guy is...
Unless this guy is meant to be Sinbad, but I don't think so.
No. See the dumpy elf? Yeah, that's Sinbad. No.
The dumpy elf.
Ben,
His name is Dumpy. Sorry, go on.
Oh.
Ben said that, you know, Sinbad reminded him of his D&D character, and the elf reminds me of mine. Just like this dumb little goblin kind of...
I'm that skull on the...
The other one has a turban.
I'm gonna wait till see... Oh no, the villain's a witch. Never mind.
The villain is like...
Usually when they introduce a dramatic villain character, I'm like, that's me. Especially if he's got a cape. I love a good cape.
This set, though.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is in Lost Continent, right? Oh, he died. This is in Lost
Is that the second
Continent,
time
right?
he's died?
I'll check. I'm pretty sure. Last time I was still there, even though...
Get ready.
Did they explain why
Are
he's
you
the
ready?
princess? Also, did you see all those empty seats?
Hang on.
You gonna get hot?
Oh no.
Oh my
Did
goodness.
you see the way he took it off?
Yup.
Oh, he's so hot, though.
I think... Honestly, out of them, Sinbad has...
Let's get grabbed.
He's like... Yeah. Oh, cool!
Listen, if I was Dumpy
Yo!
the elf, I'd be spending all my
This
time
set's
with this
great.
guy. Look at that butt.
Oh,
I'm taking it all in, baby.
Good,
You
there's
missed.
another, like,
He's even...
15 minutes of this.
He's even got like that hot douchey like hero
Attitude?
personality. Yeah.
he's very Aladdin to me.
You
Yeah.
have taken.
Whoa.
Oh,
How
are you
does
trying
it-
to do the great movie right
No,
now?
no,
That was a
the-
good
the-
sleight of hand,
the Cave of
though.
Wonders.
Oh. Don't do it.
Touch nothing but the lamb. Oh, show me the evil witch.
Oh my gosh, it's Maleficent. What the?
Guys, did you even try?
It's the Rat Queen from Dick Whittington.
She does also.
I was thinking that. Oh my gosh.
Did you also just watch like the 2020 version when it was on?
Yeah, you linked it on Twitter, and I watched that. It was No, you're right.
Whoa, that was cool.
Dead.
He died
That's
again.
3.
He's dead. Ever somebody count on his
Do you know who she reminds me of though? Rita Repulsa.
Yes.
She looks very Power Ranger.
She's got a flamethrower, dude. Like, I would be scared of her.
Oh God! I want to formally apologize. I didn't realize it was so pop culture.
I wish this guy was dead.
GIF! I need a GIF! Somebody get on that! I need the GIF!
8 minutes and 5 seconds. Somebody make a note of that in the GIF channel, and I will GIF this later.
I got you.
Also, him taking his shirt off.
She's really scary looking. Like, that's. Yeah.
Madonna.
That definitely needs to be a drag queen.
Oh, how'd she get over there?
She's all tied up, but not really, because we know that she's definitely holding on to something in there.
She ran onto the stage. Ben.
Dumpy!
Ben, you like this?
Finally,
Is this what you want?
Oh.
Did you get it that
finally,
fast?
Dumpy's being useful.
Oh, they saved her. That was a minor obstacle.
Sinbad's best friend is Dumpy. Now, it would be embarrassing if Sinbad's best friend was something like Ahmed or Muhammad or something like that, and he's just some white dude.
Oh, she touched his chest.
She touched
Now
him.
she's in love.
Yeah.
She touched the
I'm
butt.
in love.
She has magical properties.
Oh my god, look at those empty seats!
Oh no.
Just the sides being purely empty makes it look like there's nothing around.
Ooh.
Oh! The Phantom of the Opera!
Hey. If only there was somebody in that seat for you to scare.
He's got a rib cage!
He's actually an Academy of Villains. Just kidding.
Oh, look, some talented fight choreography.
Yeah, no, this is actually really good.
I want him to like... I want them to do they have to do a skeleton gag with him. Like, his head has to come off, or his arm has to come off, or something.
It's a person!
No, but like, the costume could be designed in a way. I've got a bone to pick with you! There's
I will smash you.
Oh, he's got a yaoi paddle. Oh, he put it down.
It's called an oar!
Is this a rehearsal, by the way? Is that why there's no one in the audience?
Oh, that
It's a
might...
dress
I
rehearsal?
think it's just a huge theater and no one came to see it, which is why it ended.
Sinbad, turn to face the camera a little bit.
No.
This is its final week, according to the title of the video that I'm looking at.
Ah. Well,
There.
Kill Dumpy.
Don't take a man's cape, Dumpy. Gosh.
His hand just needs to slip a little bit lower.
ah!
Where did he go?
Back to the underworld.
Was there a hole there?
Your turn, Dumpy.
There is now.
Oh my god!
Yeah! Yay! Now that Dumpy's
Oh my
gone.
God.
Yeah, we're getting some nice.
This was the final week of performances.
Oh, this is, again, stage shows.
Again, this
All
is
right.
when this is literally the day we went. It was when it was closing.
Hot tip, everyone. I'm not talking about Sinbad. But my hot tip is that if you're going to do a stage show, either do your best to cut as much of the sunlight out so you have as much control of how the stage looks as possible,
Yeah, this would be
Or-
better at night.
or
What?
yeah, make it a show that takes place during the day. You do a little flex right in front of us. Look out, it's Mermaid Man.
I was just about to say this reminds me of SpongeBob the Musical.
I can't tell. It doesn't matter.
Oh. That's her victory speech.
I want to see by Catherine. She was on Taskmaster.
Catherine Parkinson?
No, the one who did the darts.
Oh, Catherine Ryan.
That's Catherine Ryan. Yeah,
she does look
that would be fun. They didn't even notice. Oh, she was.
He's oh that. Oh my God, that fire.
That was a big fire.
Look out! It's a leather
Ugh.
the leather daddy. Look out! Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, Sinbad.
Ride him.
Grab him, ride him, hold him close. Yeah, hit him with your bones, Sinbad.
That is making a solid Smash Bros joke, and no one is laughing.
Thank you.
Did Dumpy literally die?
I think
I hope so.
No, he's gonna come back, save the day in the last video. He's gonna like shoot the evil king with a flip. But they better have a big spectacular.
They went into the crevice to me.
and she didn't even.
Oh, yeah.
Sinbad will be in his bunk.
I was about to say,
Arlo, yes.
Sinbad and the harness guy, they were like, he was like, oh, you fight that other guy. I'll go here with this guy and finish him off.
Oh, it's me, man.
Oh, it's Mr. Skeletal. Oh no.
Get him.
Oh no, a comedy fight scene.
I love how Mr. Skeletal tells the audience to shush so he can sneak up on Dumpy, because we all don't like Dumpy.
I kind of like Dumpy.
Pull his pants up.
It's like a panto.
Oh, he farted!
no.
Oh, what a...
I want to see a version of this without a Dumpy outfit.
Yay! There we go. That's
Oh,
the effect.
the
I
That's
wanted.
cute.
There's the portal moment.
No, go in head first, your feet will come out first. Stop that.
What? He went in front of the barrel and then turned around and then hit his head on the barrel.
Yeah, that was poorly choreographed.
There are
Yeah,
people.
look how sparse that audience is.
That looks like a show that took place today.
That's why it was his last week, because they...
Social distancing. Oh, because no one came to see it. They were too busy going on the hulking. I almost called it the hulking credit coaster or whatever.
That was a butt shot right there. That was nothing but butt. They zoomed in and just held.
He touched the butt.
Again, this lady, the princess is fighting. Yeah, give her the chair.
Oh my god!
Ah!
Oh! God, they saved this one for the last.
Oh!
That's that double tap.
Yeah.
Looks like she robbed a bank and she's holding a briefcase.
I would rather see that show.
Is Sinbad gonna come out of that closet right there?
No, go away. Yeah!
He died a fifth time. What was that? Was that 5? Fourth was the...
No, she's trying to resuscitate him, but
Why
he's
is he filled with water?
I don't know if you know this, but...
water involved.
But there isn't water in your lungs.
No.
We're being really mean to Dumpy.
Did she just call him a seaman?
Yeah.
That's
And also a minion.
Oh, that makes more sense now.
Wait, was that...
No one wants you here. Leave.
He's a thief.
Well, my name's not Dumpy the Elf.
It's funny because his name isn't Dumpy the Elf. We just don't know his name. But now I'm going to hang myself.
Oh,
Yeah, get him, Rita Repulsa. Kill Dumpy.
Oh, no, it isn't.
that's a modern joke.
What did they say?
I mean, this was in 2018, so I mean...
That's true.
I missed the setup for the joke. I think something about maybe pure evil. That's also Amazon. Also, this really should be a drag.
Yeah.
Check out her shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh no, he's
Yay!
Hey! Eric is back.
Kill him. Oh, he's
you're,
alive.
you're dead.
Gonna lick him?
You're Dumpy dead.
That's probably Jeffrey Combs. That was a bad trick.
We'll watch
That was pretty good.
we'll watch some Jeffrey Combs.
That was pretty good physical comedy right there.
It's nice, it's very cool. You made me look, you win. All right, 1 point for you.
I like that.
I think a sustained scream is almost always funny.
One more. How to get revenge on a Halloween Horror Nights actor.
What?
Yeah.
What is...
Is the skeleton a good guy now?
I want him
Butcher
to
from Hocus Pocus?
chainsaw.
Are we about to have a game of charades in the middle of the show?
Yes, that's what's happening. I think you nailed it.
Oh, he's mad because he farted? Just choking him to death.
Yeah.
I'm kind of digging Mr. Skeletal here.
Yeah, he's my favorite character so far.
Dumpy's gonna die.
By the way,
He kissed him!
I ship it! It's canon.
Dumpy and the Skeleton Man.
I'm not agitated.
The love fight now. That's physical abuse then. So fight.
Not if it's consensual. For all we know, they both might be enjoying the heck out of this.
This is true.
This is just play fight. Like,
Yeah.
I was about to say one of my comic characters, but...
Oh, here comes the Yowie paddle.
Oh, right!
Hey! You were right. I'm sorry. I called it an oar.
Oh, he died again.
He's going to...
6.
Back! Fight!
They're done, and now they're going back to fighting.
Sinbad comes back and he's like wiping something off of his face.
Where is the princess? How do we know they weren't hooking up?
They were gone long enough that I believe that's what happened, and I'm going to stick to that.
What I assume is that this is...
Yeah, get him with the chains.
Yeah,
tie him up, Sinbad. Oh, tie him up, bondage guy.
Oh,
what
that
a
looks
punch.
good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Can you hold this?
Why did he hold it?
What the heck?
What?
Why does he have a sink?
Is that like an everything but the kitchen sink type
I'm
joke?
sure it is.
That would have been funnier if Sinbad had grabbed more stuff to try and hit him with.
Wait, when do we sing "Compass of Your Heart"?
What? Is that from the DreamWorks movie?
No, that's from the Sinbad ride in Tokyo.
Oh.
With Shandu in it.
I can't watch the ride through that. It's way too slow.
That's
but
fair.
I've been told that's like...
The song's really good, the ride's pretty decent.
I do like that the villain gets hit once and is like, oh!
Da, 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 da.
Oh, was she just... Oh, no.
Oh, no, I was about to say, it did look like she was just, like, sliding down.
I'm going to assume that what we've been seeing has been a series of vignettes in different parts of this cave, and we're supposed to display that it's not one giant set.
I think you're probably right. They're having an entire fight scene throughout this abandoned
She
cave.
gonna get kicked off that waterfall at the end?
That would be cool as hell.
That would be
But I don't see anywhere that she could land that would be safe.
He's gonna do that to him.
And then he's gonna break out of it immediately.
Got him with the Yowie paddle again.
Quark? Is his name Quark?
Oh, he's back. Is everyone still alive?
Man,
nobody's died.
These are the only 6 actors in this show.
Mr. Skeletal may have died, but that's not stopping him.
Yeah, he'll always come back.
Come back for Dumpy and like renew their.
Yeah.
Oh, he's all sweaty.
Okay, fine. I'll just leave.
Oh, he hit his.
Scooby Doo.
What?
Yeah, get him!
Why?
I like them both hitting the same.
Oh,
bad
they were
guy.
about to.
Oh, I love
And
hitting
then
bones
Sinbad
with you.
remembered he was
Oh my
gay.
god. You think he'd wear armor if he's getting beat up a lot, but whatever.
No, it's magic armor. You can't wear actual armor; it'll remove your bonus.
This is accurate.
You know what Sinbad
More
looks...
deception, more violence.
Sinbad looks like Van from Final Fantasy 12?
Whoa!
Hey!
What's the crappy Final Fantasy game that had Van in it? He was just like an Aladdin character with an open
Oh
vest.
no! Dumpy stole her staff. Oh, is he gonna bust it? But we can't see because of the smoke.
Oh, he took
I
the
threw
staff.
it in the pit, so it's a teleport.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
They set that up. I like that.
Shoot her off the tower.
Shoot!
There's like a hole right there in the middle.
Oh yeah, she's. You know what? I didn't see the hole before. Oh, Sinbad's now he looks with a magic staff. He looks like a Final Fantasy character now.
Yeah.
Are they all dead now?
I don't know. I didn't see anyone fall.
I think the smoke.
Da 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 da.
He's like, now that I've got my purple staff.
You wanna see my staff, girl? Is that Dumpy?
Yeah, he's way up there in the corner.
He's alive.
He just burst into flames.
I'm on fire, but I'm
His
okay.
name was Dumpy.
Oh, that's like a real kiss. Oh man.
Hey.
Yeah, that's acting.
Oh,
He's like sparkly.
so sweaty. He's Edward.
I mean, it is Orlando. You're gonna just get sweaty by existing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna fall on a thing? Oh,
Bye.
7.
Yeah.
That was a stuntman in a Dumpy costume. That was the other Dumpy that we saw come out from underneath the thing.
Why did you shoot that at the audience?
That's irresponsible, Sinbad.
He's like, now that I have this staff, I'm self-aware. Also, the staff does. I will say this: the staff does look kind of like a broom handle that has what do you call it? Wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Well, that was our 3 hunky shows. I thoroughly enjoyed that last one.
Yeah, that last one was...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. That one had a ton of pop culture references
Okay,
in it.
but to be fair, we missed the setups for all of them, and so
So they were just embarrassing.
they were just embarrassing as opposed to hilariously embarrassing. But that one had a script. It had stunts. It had lots of pyrotechnics, and it had a cool skeleton man.
Wouldn't they all have scripts?
Not the Tarzan one.
I would say that Tarzan didn't have a script.
The Tarzan
It had
one-
choreography, and that was
yeah,
it.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure the choreography was for that show.
Yeah.
So, the time has come for us to decide which of the shows was the hunkiest, which of the shows was objectively the best, and some third thing that we'll figure out as we go along.
You should play the thing.
Oh, Disney Death...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Disney Deathmatch.
Disney Deathmatch!
It was hard to hear some of the audio, so you just heard...
So,
Let me try turning it down more and seeing if that helps.
there we go.
The thing was, we just didn't need to talk over it while you were playing it.
Yes.
I don't know why Zoom is like that. It's never been like that before. Anyways,
Alicia, you're first on our clockwise pattern. Why don't you give us the rundown? Which one you thought was the best? Which one you thought was the hottest? And I don't know, some third thing if you want to add something.
Award. Give it an award.
Award. Okay. So
That's what we should do. Sorry not to interrupt, but we should have awards that we prepare before the show, like most embarrassing musical number, or
In addition to the bingo card.
it'll be a replacement for the bingo card for 2021.
Oh, okay.
2021, new Ride Rehab. Sorry, Alicia, I interrupted you. Please continue.
good. So I'm gonna say hottest Tarzan. I was digging Tarzan. Conan was good, but he was like too beefy for me. Like Tarzan felt like that nice in between, because like Sinbad, he wasn't very beefy.
No, he wasn't very beefy. I'll agree with you there.
He was a little lanky. So I'm gonna say the Tarzan was the nice medium there. The best show was Conan though, and award I'm gonna go nicest glutes and give it to Conan. Because did you see them?
You do see a surprising amount of them, yes.
Yes.
All right, I guess this would I've accidentally put myself next. I was hoping to do it last.
Do you want me to go next?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's no point backing out now. So think I'll agree with Alicia on Conan. I think was probably the best show. Certainly, it was the most consistent in terms of what do you call it? There was no pop culture jokes. There was comedy. There was bad comedy in it, but they never broke the. They never were like, what do you call it? They never referenced anything outside of the world that they would have existed in.
Yes. They didn't sing frickin' Miley Cyrus.
Yes. So Tarzan is obviously at the bottom of in terms of overall quality. Sinbad gets second place out of sheer what do you call it? What would you call it? I don't know. Luck, I guess. Out of sheer luck, by process of elimination, Sinbad gets second place. But in terms of hottest, now this may be very telling about me, but I found Sinbad to be the hottest because he had that it was the charisma of Sinbad that got me. He's got this bad boy attitude that is really appealing to me.
So you look for the soul inside and not.
Oh no, I'm a shallow bitch. Don't get me wrong. But in this case, the hot bad boy personality got to me, and I will put Tarzan second. I think mostly because did you see him? And then unfortunately Conan gets to go last. I don't think, but that's again just by process of elimination, not by what do you call it? Not for any personal reasons, except I guess maybe Conan's like a bland character. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Tarzan being non-verbal. I have to communicate purely through physical means.
Okay.
Stupid. And the award I'm going to give Sinbad the award of the closest to Power Rangers of all the shows.
Oh, okay. They're going to say the same one I was going to say, and if you did, that would have been so funny.
No.
The closest to Power Rangers award?
The closest to a tokusatsu show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, with the way those villains were designed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were very Power Rangers.
And there was lots of spark explosion effects and things like that. Yeah. So lots of embarrassing comedy. Stupid. Oh, they all didn't. No, they didn't all. No, they all had the comic relief character come out and do a thing. It's just in the Tarzan one they didn't do anything funny.
You mean when Turk came out?
Turk, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turk, I think, is supposed to be a comedy character, but they weren't funny at all in that show because they didn't do anything with that show. But I will now pass it on to you, Mr. Man.
Okay. So, for what I would say is the better show, it's difficult to compare a stunt show to a musical performance show, but I would say that in between the two, I would much rather watch a stunt show than a musical performance show.
Okay.
So Tarzan is my bottom.
We don't even
everyone.
have to make the jokes. The jokes just happen.
Oh. Well, thank you all for joining us from Ride Rehab Watches. This is going to be our last show.
Tom knows me. I could not have written a joke that good.
No. And also, I think we know who the real bottom in that situation would be.
Okay,
Tarzan, you can be a power bottom.
Tarzan Rocks is at the bottom of my list because I just do not like musical performance shows. If it was like Tarzan versus Finding Nemo, Finding Nemo would be above that because that's a proper cohesive story and it's a better musical performance than Tarzan Rocks. There's nothing more I dislike than a Disney performance where it's like, do you want to hear a bunch of songs in a row with nothing tying them together?
No.
So I hate that type of Disney show. And we've talked about it. There's only like 4 kinds of Disney shows. That's just one of them. So Tarzan Rocks as a show is at the bottom of my list. That being said, everyone is so talented and that probably the bigger cast of like acrobatic stuff going on compared to the other 2.
Yes, this always goes without saying. When we make fun of a show and when we're rude to a show, we are not trying to rag on the performers, because more often than not, even the simplest of dances and things like that still require a lot of work and training and all that stuff. And so we mean no ill will to the cast members, but your show was not very well planned out and themed, and
I think WDWNT has proved that it cares a lot about its entertainment cast members at Disney. So
yeah.
I think we're probably safe to say that sometimes they're a bit crap. Anyways, no, everyone is giving 110%. So Tarzan's at the very bottom of my list. The next one up that I'd want to I'd watch it again would be Conan, because I like the pirate theme more than I like the fantasy theme, like the sword and sorcery type one. And I felt that Conan didn't have as much like characters falling off of stuff and swinging around than Sinbad.
That's true.
Sinbad looked like it was a larger stage, so they could do bigger things with it, and they utilized a lot of the theater, like when like he would like slide into the middle of the thing and go back on, compared to Conan, where it was like it seemed like it was a much smaller stage. So I would prefer to watch, if I had to pick what my favorite show is I'd want to watch again, despite the awful pop culture references, I would want to watch Sinbad again.
Fair enough.
Because it looked bigger and more exciting. Maybe it was just because... No, it wasn't the quality of the video. The video quality on the other one looked really cool. That being said, which one was the hottest one? Like, the most...
titillating.
Sure. I would have to put... I'm gonna do this twice. I'm gonna do the overall show and then the actual individual characters.
Oh.
So the overall show, which one was more sexy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Conan was the most.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You know what?
Because there were way more shirtless buff dudes in that
You're not
fighting
wrong.
each other. Then I'm gonna go Sinbad and then Tarzan, because Tarzan was barely in it. But in terms of which is the most attractive character, and I would just like to say, what?
No, I'm listening.
I would just like to say to everybody, we picked these because a lot of buff shirtless men appear in these shows. They are perpetuating a stereotype of male beauty that is like very Hollywood. No, listen, because some people are like, oh, I wish I could have abs like that. Don't be put off by that. There's a lot of people who like people who are average bodied or chunky or even large. So that's all. I just wanted to put
how your body looks has nothing to do with who you are as a person, and
Correct.
A lot of people out there that matters a hell of a lot more, myself being one of them. So,
but also there are people
there you go.
who don't have a type, or the whole muscular thing just doesn't do it for them anyways. Anyways, that being said, my top.
That being said, here's my shallow picks of how it would go.
Because that's
no, I know. It's just funny.
That's the bit.
My top, I'm going to agree with you, Tom, would be Sinbad, because he is like the smarmy kind of like I'm so handsome and smart.
He was not the buffest. He was not the most muscular, but
I am going to give him my award, though, which goes for most sweatiest chest.
Fair enough.
Because I find that very arousing. Yeah, we're 100% getting canceled. We're going to be at the staff meeting in 2 days, and someone's going to be like, who said you can do this? And we'll be like, no one, we just did it. He's like, okay, that was not appropriate.
Tom Corliss cancels us. Ride Rehab, cancel.
Anyways, so Sinbad, and this is going to surprise you, Tom. I'm going to put Conan next as my second hottest one, because I feel like a costume character does a bit more for me than someone who's just like, I'm only wearing a loincloth.
Okay.
Plus
all right, fair enough.
Because normally Tarzan is super hot, but the wig was just so terrible.
I was about to say that. I was about to say the wig was a little distracting, but I wasn't paying attention to the wig.
Yeah. He had a what was that, Alicia? Say again?
Looking at the wig either, but
you have a valid point.
it was bad.
Conan definitely was beefier, but also like just the whole costume aspect was more exciting. Plus a whole you want to just hang out with me in some trees versus like, I will fight this dragon for you. Like, I'd rather go with that guy.
Fair enough.
So yeah, those are all my picks and my award. Ben,
the black sheep of this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
You don't have to pick who is the hottest dude, but if you'd like to, that would be very.
Oh, but I'm going to anyway.
Okay.
Ben's going to be objective about it.
So to kind of rip the Band-Aid off here, I'm putting Sinbad in first for both of these categories.
Yeah.
Because that show was genuinely entertaining. It set up an interesting gag that paid off at the end of the show.
Yeah,
there is no setup and payoff in Tarzan because there's actually no plot. And as far as I could tell, there is no real setup and payoff in Conan other than mystical dragon thing and then, hey, look, there's a dragon thing. Like, that's very obvious setup and payoff. It's very straightforward. Everybody can see that coming from a mile away. Just like Tyler dabbing on us. But I know.
I did that in the middle of your description. I just go... But anyway,
but the portal gag in Sinbad was just this cute little thing we did, and then at the end it actually paid off, and I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
So that was a really well done story. I think that the set was amazing. Like, as was the case for all the shows, all the actors put all the work in, and it shows. There were some joke script issues. I'm not a huge fan of topical humor like everyone else here, with the exception of the genie in Aladdin, because that is amazing. You're allowed to disagree, but I think that it's really neat that they do that. But that's neither here nor there. I really just enjoyed that show and would go watch it. Especially, I'm really disappointed it's not in the parks anymore, honestly, because I would love to go and see that in the park. I think it's that good.
Tokyo has a genie. Oh, you mean the Universal one?
I was going to say, I'm sure that show is much better with the energy of an audience.
Yeah.
Or any audience.
Oh.
Statler Waldorf. That was the problem too, because like I remember even I graduated in 2016. But like even like walking by, like no one went to that show. Like it was a dead theater. Like they closed it because no one went. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that was because of location? Maybe.
It was in Lost Continent, which is right beside Poseidon's Fury. But I think the thing is, like, other than Fear Factor Live, which is in the other park, how many like big stage shows are there in Universal? Not really.
It kind of count. Well, back then Beetlejuice was a thing.
Yeah.
They had like a couple of like weird acapella things that kind of went on throughout the parks. Horror makeup. But Horror Makeup Show isn't like a musical.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Yeah. There's a few shows, not nearly as much as Disney.
Terminator 3D, kind of, sort of, technically.
Yeah.
That's more like a 3D attraction, though, compared to like a live stunt show.
There were live actors, like there were live actors and stunts and things in there. It was actually, it was a 3D movie in parts, but there were live action set pieces that took place in front of the screen, kind of like what Bourne has now.
Worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched the T2 3D making of, because it was on the Terminator 2 DVD that my brother always had. And I can say that from watching both shows, video versions, T2 3D looked way cooler. We'll watch that at some point.
You could even count kind of Twister, I feel like, maybe, kind of.
There weren't any live actors in that, were there?
Those are like Twister and stuff like Disaster, or what's the one in Universal Japan? You're in like a boathouse and then there's like a tornado outside. Like those are more like special effects demonstrations more than I'd say a stunt show.
But I would say that that's part of the live experience. There's not necessarily stunts, but there's still impressive effects that they can do live.
Yeah,
and certainly there's a lot of that. Each of the shows we just watched had some of that, except Tarzan. Tarzan had acrobatics and things like that, but it didn't really have any fun special effects. They didn't even have like a cool like a jungle scrim effect or something like that, like the bare minimum.
Oh. Well, but that was a rock concert.
That's true. It was.
Rock
concert.
The jungle overlay, like disguised as a concert.
That would, yeah.
Well, anyways, I was about to say, like, I mean, if you're gonna classify those things as like live type shows, then technically Stitch's Great Escape was a live show because there was a physical thing happening in front of you and you sat down and watched it. It wasn't like a ride in the way that like Terminator 2 wasn't a ride, but it wasn't like a 3D movie on its own. Anyways, did we all do our lists?
I think we did. Well, whether you're into Conan or Red Sonja.
Wait, Ben, rank the women.
Oh no! Cut the feed.
I'm sorry. That came out way worse than I thought it was going to be. We were ranking all the men. I thought it was fair that we ranked the female characters.
No, that's a fair turnabout.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
That just wasn't. I apologize. That wasn't the way it should have gone.
We did actually have 3 female counterparts for each of our
Jane,
protagonists.
Red Sonja, and Princess
something.
Lady.
We'll call her Princess Genie because she looks like Genie.
I'm going to look up what Dumpy's real name was while Ben is doing this.
Dumpy will be forever Dumpy in my heart, but rank the women.
So if we're going to be entirely like just completely objectifying women, ranking them,
we've been objectifying men.
That's fair.
Turnaround is fair play.
Yes.
There's equality.
I feel like I almost want to say Jane, like I don't know, because she wasn't around long enough for me to remember.
Well, that's true.
She was on scene for all of about 5 minutes, and 3 of that was behind pieces of cloth and or Tarzan. And so I don't really know.
I'd like to be behind Tarzan. All right, sorry.
Or would you rather have Tarzan behind you? But anyways. So I feel like I'm kind of putting her in last as a, I don't know what else to do here. There wasn't anything that particularly stood out about her in terms of attractiveness. So you just kind of fall there because middle of the pack in this lineup is bottom of the list technically.
Okay.
This is like Cusco and Emperor's New Groove when he's like looking at his batch of like wives, like hate you, don't like you, and let me guess, you have a great personality. That's what this is too.
Well, that's because Cusco was gay and didn't want to marry any of them.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the subtext of that movie. Is Cusco is gay and doesn't want to have to deal with any of this.
There you go.
Somebody summarize the plot with the character names, please. My God, I can't find anything on my computer.
Okay, Ben, you're number 2.
So my number 2 is going to be Sinbad's princess.
Okay,
was pretty solid. Whoa.
His name was Kebab.
Oh, insert joke about running a stick through it.
Oh dear God! Oh my God!
I don't want to hit
Princess Amora.
Well, Amora is just like a word. It's like
that's
the
Mora.
Latin word.
Kebab.
Yeah.
I like Dumpy the elf.
Dumpy is much better.
Dumpy the elf is way better.
Dumpy Kebab.
Ew.
All right, sorry, Ben. Continue.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so Sinbad's princess was pretty great. The cameraman definitely understood and appreciated how wonderful her rear end was. And I am glad that we were in agreement on this point. But when it comes to overall, like, just attractiveness, I would have to say Red Sonja. Yeah, is my number 1 here. That costume was really good. I know that there's a lot of complaints about bikini male being unrealistic, but I don't care. It was invented for a reason, and that reason is because it is attractive to men, and it is doing its job here. That is
a classic nerd through and through.
It works. It works rather well. She was in some rather entertaining positions and situations throughout that attraction. And I definitely understand why there were a lot of camera flashes when she first came on screen or set.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have spent the last hour and a half objectifying people. people who will never watch this show, people who don't care
Thank
about
God.
this, and it doesn't matter who you're into, Conan, Tarzan, Red Sonja, Dumpy the Elf. We're all in this together.
Or Turk.
And,
He died 7 times.
or Turk. That's dangerous, Ben.
The 7 lives of Dumpy the Elf. Wait, what was that, Alicia?
Hang on. We gotta be quiet.
I was singing the 7 thing. 7, 7.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he died 7 times.
7.
And I think that's the note we can go out on. Thank you all for watching Ride Rehab Watches. I'm Tom Kiernan.
I'm Tyler Mann.
I'm Alicia Kaiser.
I'm stuck behind some 7s.
And we'll see you next time when we
do something.
We get destroyed by Danny Kaye. I think that'll be the next one.
Oh no.
With the show we just had, I think that was the wrong way to word that.
Oh.
And we're out. Let's go.
Bye.